The workshop is part of dissemination and stakeholder engagement activities of a project called the Getting to the Heart of Stigma. So it's a project that looks at HIV-related stigma, and the HSRC was appointed as a consultant. So what we are doing this week is to use the study findings to inform the development of a toolkit. Generally, we found that there's a lack of best practice. So with this toolkit, we're hoping to provide a standard sort of minimum service package to tackle HIV-related stigma.
I think the most important thing when you are developing a toolkit is to really understand who is it for, who is it targeting, and what sort of problem is it trying to address. Because mostly the toolkit is for putting resources together for people to learn and for people to address certain issues in their communities. So it's very important to really get that right. So what we hope the toolkit can do to support multi-level engagement and interventions to reduce stigma is that we are starting from the ground. We are starting with community-led stigma interventions. Just now we were talking about what can communities do with whatever resources they have. Because what normally happens is that communities wait for funding or government to come before they can do something about it. But we want them to see that there is something you can do at the community level as long as you are passionate about the issue and you can see that there's something that you can do with the capacity that you have.
Being part to be able to can change some of the mindset that we had around stigma, because I think stigma is something that we've been underrated.
Also converse with other people about the stigma that is experienced by people who are vulnerable and fall within the vulnerable and key populations.
The most valuable things I've learned from this workshop were being involved in organizing the toolkits.
Different groups experience different types of stigma.
There is a lot of hatred, but I believe that if we as a community, as the agent of change, if we continue to love people the way God wants us to love people, then that will help.
I feel that having a toolkit that could be utilized practically will address these issues of stigma, and with the right people.
Everyone who aims to provide better care or services to the community at large
means that everyone speaks in one language.
Overall, above everything is to make sure that we live in a community where everyone can be free and be able to be treated fairly without any fear of stigma or discrimination.
The program here will definitely change people's lives because they will be more aware.
The way that we've been responding to stigma has been mostly academic, has been mostly technical. So you need to start looking at practical ways to respond to stigma at community level, because the communities are the ones that are experiencing stigma. So we need to be looking at stigma in community context more than academic and technical level.